Okay, let's see, should work. Yes, okay, hello and welcome. So, what we're about to do, as you can see from the title, Advanced CSS, step 53 till however far we get. And basically, the plan of action is going to be using Udemy to do this. But the thing with Udemy is that, which is amazing in some scenarios, is that let me just go on the screen. I don't want to see my face. It's not a nice face. No nice face. That's all. Look at all the crap I got. Let's just go on Google. Google. There we go. No distractions here. Anyway, so basically, getting onto the topic, we're going to be learning. Let me actually show you the thing that we're going to be learning. So it's already loaded up here. Already paid for it. All good. But let me show you. My face is on the right hand side, but you should be able to see it up here. So basically it's Advanced CSS, step 53. I've uploaded I think like a few of these, but haven't like uploaded part of this, but I'll probably upload the rest because I got videos for every one of these later on, but not now. I just feel like actually doing something new rather than uploading old videos. But because of Udemy, I can't actually record a screen, which is amazing because then I don't have to cut it out from doing a video. But now, if I'm doing a stream, I can't. So yeah, you won't record, but for a stream, I can't even see it, and you can't even see it, which is good for safety reasons, but it's not good for learning while you stream. So basically, I got my little laptop in front of me. This guy, tablet thing, thingamajig. Surface Pro Summit in front of me, and how I use that as like my second monitor. I am a bit squashed with space, but I got enough. So basically I'm going to be looking at this, looking at that, and then doing the programming on the side. So I'll crack on, and I'll also make a video of this, which will be good time-lapse footage, so should be fun. Let's see, how many minutes are we on? We are on, not a clue, OBS. My laptop's in the way. Yeah. What do you say? Okay, well, oh yeah, it does. 3 minutes ago, so that's not too bad of an intro. I'll crop this out. So, let's go. First of all, what we will need to do, so this will go up as a video, and I'll speed this up and put some nice music on it. But basically what we're going to do, you actually need to download the Sublime text. I don't have everything done, but my computer is basically set up for everything. So it's Sublime text. Next, is that what you call it? Yes. So this is what we're going to use. We don't have Sublime here, do we? No, we don't. This is what we're going to use to create our code, or do our programming in, basically. And then we'll have this on a separate window. We'll have the actual website on another window. And one good reason, or one good thing about having my laptop as a second monitor, is that I actually don't need to go back and forth between the. So if I'm in the actual video section, this one, let's say this is my website, I have to keep going back and forth between the two, so that's quite good. But then it is covering a bit of my screen now because I got puny little 100 by 60 centimeter desk, so nothing major, nothing too good. But anyway, where's Sublime? Come on, mate. Clicked on it. Let's have a quick look on Task Manager. Also, I don't see no Sublime text here, mate. But I definitely clicked on it. Oh, I might have clicked on it now. Yeah, no? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done this. Next. No, I got Sublime text. What am I on it? Why isn't it? Yes, exit. No, I got it. If I was to come up as like a separate thingamajig. Let's put this down to the thing. I still gotta like make this look good. I'll deal with this later, but just for now I'll do a quick layout change. Unpen, resize, small, and that. Oh, it looks a bit better. Unpin, and then what's all this? Unpin, 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 resize small, resize small. Let's take these out of the folder. Oh, you gotta be bloody kidding me. Okay, you go here, and you go here. Done. Why am I messing with this now? And now we've got Sublime as well. Brilliant. So, Sublime text, right? I'll put you here. I'll close this. We don't need this no more, for now at least. But no, actually we do, because this is where it's not there. What's in here? Why do ZTM and ZTM? I got no clue what I did, but I kind of fixed it, I think. So yeah, they're in ZTM, and then experiments, and then now we're gonna do advanced CSS. CSS. This is where we're gonna save all our crap. Let's do a new folder for step. What is it again? Step 53. This one. Rename step 53. Okay. So let's turn the computer on again. Can you recognize my face? If I smile, it might recognize me better. No. Alright. Okay, I see. You're judging my beard. I see how it is. Anyway, so we got this done. Let's I'm assuming we'll save that in there, but let's put that to the side for now. Put this guy here. So put this in a separate window and put it down. We don't need this. We don't need that. Okay, so let's go.
Welcome back. In this section, we're going to be talking about
this should be copyrighted, I hope not.
CSS, and I'm going to start off
about being copyrighted. I'm generally not showing anything. This is only a voice, so come on. You shouldn't get copyright for this. Shouldn't that? Like, yeah, it's someone else's thing, but I'm adding to it, I'm contributing, I'm doing different things, so I would hope that this is actually not like gonna be demonetized, or not demonetized, I don't care about money, but I'm saying more like taken down, so I'm adding to it. if you get me. Anyway, let's go.
With the critical render path. What is that? Well, we always should know how things work underneath the hood so we can make our websites as fast and reliable as possible. So based on what we've built in the previous section, let's look at what's happening underneath the hood. We are going to our website, and ideally our website will be on a server, and I'll show you how to do that later on in the course. For now, it's just our computer, but let's pretend we have a server where our files are hosted. When we go to our website, we'll call it coolwebsite.com, we request the HTML file, and the browser now sees our HTML file, reads through this document, and as it's looking through, it notices that, oh, I need a CSS file here. So it goes back, makes another request, and says, hey, can you please give me a CSS file as well? The server says, yep, no problem. Let me grab that for you. Grabs the CSS file. And now it starts looking at both the HTML and the CSS file to try and figure out how the web page should look. But then it also notices that, hold on a second, I need some fonts as well. So it goes to this address and looks for a font. Again, the website now asks the website that the fonts are hosted at. In our case, it's the Google API, and it grabs the font file. Now here's the thing. While it's grabbing the font file, it could render the page, and rendering means displaying. So it could display the website if it only has the HTML and CSS, but it might not show up the text because the text is looking for the font file. So when we talk about the critical render path, we like to mention that CSS is a render blocking file. So you won't be able to render a web page until you receive your CSS. And sometimes if you have font files, you'll also have to wait for the text to render on the page. So keep that in mind when you build your websites. But what are things that we can consider when doing this so that our websites load up faster? One is maybe to have our own font files. Another one might be that you don't want to make your CSS too big. If we had hundreds and hundreds of lines of code of CSS, well, the file gets bigger and bigger, and it's more and more that you have to transfer over the wire. One method that people have used, and you'll see often, is something called minifying your CSS. And if we open up a browser here, you can do something called Css Minify. And Css Minify, what it does is you can enter your CSS here. You can see an example over here. So you enter this and you click Minify. And what Minify does, it removes all the white space. So everything is on one line, just really tiny together. So even though it's the same CSS, it technically makes the file a little bit smaller so that the number of bytes that you're sending over the internet is a lot less. And you'll see that technique used in JavaScript as well, and we'll talk about that in that section. But that is the critical render path, a path that a website takes to display something to the user. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Well, you heard it here. It said basically critical render path the website takes to show you the website or something like that. So it's basically considering how quickly and what makes it efficient to get your website loaded as soon as possible, and like what things to consider basically. Nothing too major. So there's some resources to that. Minify CSS, and that is just the URL, so you can probably mess around with that later on. I'll like that. Okay, so then we're into the next one, which is exercise file. Actually, with this one, I can actually probably show it off. might as well. How can I go to the course? Why does this look so strange? Gold course, there we go. Just looked strange from that perspective. Okay, I'll make it big. So then here I can go on to that one, not that one, this one. So, exercise found, code along images. In the next video we will be building an image gallery that is fully responsive. If you would like to code along, you can find the link to the images used in the text file below. PS, if you have any questions, reach out to our students in the CSS or help channels, Discord, not YouTube comments, so long if you have not yet joined. So, pictures. Let's download that. Let's have a quick look. So I'm assuming these are pictures that he used. Okay, that was easy enough. On to step 55. Oh, it's actually working now. It shouldn't be. Actually, you know what? I'm probably better off not actually using this, because otherwise I would have to block it off in OBS every single time I was like using this, because this, if anyone sees this, I'm pretty sure this is like a thing that I could be like punished for. So I'll just use my laptop. I might as well, I got it in front of me already, so I'm probably just better off using it. But now we know that sometimes you can use this, but you can use this as like a reference if there's some resources for this website as well, so I can just pick them out here. Actually, with this one, this is Minify CSS, I'll bookmark that. And this is where the thing he was saying, is this? Why is this? No. Just wanna edify this, it comes out as that, and that's a lot more easier to. How does that separate the lines then? So that puts in the same line, and is this what separates them? No, there's literally nothing between them. Well, I guess it knows, because otherwise, so obviously need one of these or one of these at the end to show that it's kind of done with the line. So then I guess, yeah, if you put it in like that, then it can figure out what to do. So Dan's tools, amazing. Cheers for that. Okay, let's go on to the 8-minute next video.
Hello! Let's build a fun image portfolio site. One of the biggest problems that people have, and the hardest problem with CSS, is always making sure that we have our items displayed in the location that we want. That is a really, really difficult problem. And there are many, many solutions to this problem. But one of the new ways, and now it's probably the most popular way, is called Flexbox. And we're going to be using that to create a beautiful image website. Let's get started. So I have an index.html file here and a style.css file in the same directory on my desktop. So let's get started with our typical HTML file. I'm going to title it CSS.
Okay,
and in the body, we're going to have...
Okay, so first of all, we'll file, save as, and then this This is documents, 0 to mastery, this guy, experiments, CSS, and then we'll just save it here as, we'll do the same thing for, I don't actually get why you have to put index and this and that, but I think it's just like a everyone does it thing, and then that's why you have to do it, because otherwise you're gonna be the weirdo, I think. HTML. Okay, so we're gonna have an index HTML. There we go. And then control new. No. What? Control M. Yes. And I'll paste it back in. And then control S. Now we're gonna have styles. .css, and then what was the last one? Picture links. I think that's just the picture. That's just nothing like I don't know. I think that might just be like, what does it say? So yeah, that's the same one, I think. So here, picture links. That's just a text document, so that doesn't even have like a dots on it. So I'll do the same. Styles of CSS, and then let's make this so this one is open with CSS as well. Alright, so now set a Sublime text, and let's make this, so this is also open with Sublime text. Okay, I don't know, why wasn't it always a thing on always, and then Sublime text, there we go. So both of them are there, and then control new, and then this is just control X, control S, and this is picture links. And then links, save, and then control new, control S, and then last one, log in dot html. Okay, all there. So he has styles, then pictures, then login, and then I just want to do HTML tab. For some reason it gets this meta one, just delete that, we don't need any of that. Oh, why does my screen look so dull? Compared to my thing, it looks much more vibrant. Let me quickly change that. So we need the brightness. Let's put contrast up to hit my head. 9%. Brightness is good. Sharpness. Color. Let's put color up to 90%. 100%. No. 95%. 95%. Brightness. That can go up to 80%. Contrast 95. Everything else is good. Now it still doesn't look as good. Don't know why, but this looks a bit better. It's the TV after all, so example, you know, can't afford an actual monitor yet. Haven't got my first paycheck yet, so hopefully should get that soon. Okay, so what was this guy done? I think he put title in here.
CSS file in the same directory on my desktop. So let's get started with our typical HTML file. I'm going to title it CSS, and in the body we're going to have a header of life in the wild.
Oh god, he's going quickly.
And refresh, perfect. And
okay,
in here
stop.
we're going to have
Stop. Okay, so H1. Don't want to copy all of his work. Let's do baby faces. They're always interesting thing to look at. Baby faces. And then let's go close that, like so. And then he's doing a div.
A div with a class of.
Okay, so we're doing another div. Class.
Container. We'll close that off.
Container.
And in here, let's add some images. Now, if you remember, with images, I can type in this and then tab with Sublime text. And we don't have any pictures yet, so for now, let's just copy and pick container. We'll close that off. And in here, let's add some images. Now, if you remember, with images, I can type in this and then tab with Sublime text. And we don't have any pictures yet, so for now, let's just copy and paste and add 6 images.
Okay.
Save and refresh. Okay. Let's start adding some of these images, and I actually have a file full of these images for you, and I'll attach it to the next lesson so you can also build it yourself. So I'm just going to copy these quickly.
Okay, so he's already got images. Well, we don't.
Phew, that was a lot of copy and pasting. Let's save that and refresh.
Let's see how it looks.
Alright, so we have our images and they're massive. So let's make this a little bit smaller. We can now go to our style sheet and
let's find some images. Oh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Baby faces. Baby faces. Let's find a few good ones. I like this one. Save image. Someone's gonna think I'm some sort of weirdo for having pictures of babies' faces on my computer, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Baby one. Baby one. Oh, this one looks nice as well. Not shouldn't say nice. Looks interesting. Where is it? Save images, there we go. And baby 2. Save. Then we got icon of him. That's not even a real baby. Hey, okay, that's a doll. It looks like a doll at least. Now it's gonna sound weird if it's not a doll, but I don't know, it just looks a bit doll-like. No offense, might not be a doll, but it's just no clue. guy. Save image. Baby 3. Then this one. Save image. Baby 4. Not sure if all of the similar images should be able to render. Let's see. What have they done to these ones? Poor babies. Oh, that's a baby. Well, you could see that he looks a bit like a doll. I don't think a doll would make that face expression, so you know what? We'll get the other one as well. 5. I have 6 babies. There's the dull looking one. You. Baby 6. Save. Okay. Now. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I should have copied the links. What am I doing? What am I doing? Well, you know what? I think I might be better off just show you the link, or should I not do the link? Oh, tricky question. How much? I already got the pictures though. I'm stupid. Why me stupid? Open image, new tab. New tab. This is what I was supposed to get. Let's put it into. I don't know, baby robot. Oh no, me stupid. Oh, me stupid. Oh god. Okay, you. Opening new. What am I doing? No. Open link. Copy image address. That's that. Would that work? Good. Yes, I can do that. That should work. Let's give that a quick test run. Let's save that and let's close all of these. And let's open it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This, for some reason this class doesn't seem to be working. What have I done wrong? I know it looks a bit fishy. Pretty sure it's supposed to be. Oh, okay, there we go. Me being stupid again. There we go. So we got 2 babies. We got 2 babies. Let's get 2 more babies. Where's the babies going? Baby faces. Okay. You look funny, so I'll get you. Drooling. Baby. Copy. You can be number 1. You look funny as well, baby. Oh. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, that's better. I wouldn't want to copy the whole bloody 5 pages of code for 1 picture. Let's see if we can get another baby. Baby. Oh, you look funny. Not funny, just yeah, face looks funny. What can I say? Yes, you. I chose you. You look like a 60-year-old, but also, no, you just look old. Old baby. And then, you got a caption now. We're not gonna accept no caption. Let's see. Oh, sad baby. Let's get a sad. Oh, doesn't that just make you want to cry? That if you don't feel sad when you look at that, you don't have a soul. Sorry, mate. You do not have a soul if you do not wanna shed some tears for that. Oh, yeah. You got all of them. Well, you got some babies. Let's go.
And we can select the images, and let's just do width.
So this is
450 pixels and
CSS.
height.
Okay, so with the style, I'm going to write AMG, and then we have this, we have that. With let's do 500 pixels, you big boys. Pixels and height, also 500 pixels. Do you want anything else?
300 pixels.
Oh.
And you might be asking yourself how come we don't do it here on the individual images. Remember, we can add attributes, but that means if we needed to ever change anything, we have to individually go into each image and change it.
True.
Versus just changing in one location.
Laser.
So for now, we're going to stick to the CSS size.
Also, we need to put
Let's save
source.
that and refresh. And obviously, we need to link the file.
Yeah,
So
we
let's
link the file,
add a link here,
so,
and it will reference our
got the link.
style.css. Save
Link.
that and refresh.
Whoa,
There you
whoa.
go. We have our
That was
images.
quick. What have you done? Link. Link. Did you? Oh, but you did the link tab thing. Link tab. Oh, cheats. Bloody cheater. No. Because I've heard from sources, my friend Curtis, that I won't be able to use cheats in real good CSS sort of things. So that's why I'm not going to use a cheat. I'm going to write out with hand. Also, I need to practice my writing. Link rel. Is that equals to quotation marks on the style sheet space type equal type equals quotation marks text slash CSS and href equals quotation marks and then style set.css. I'm actually curious if it picks up on capitals or not. Oh, they're massive babies. God, you big boys. Okay then, red. This is probably also to do with my computer or my screen being like half the size, but I want to take with that much space and height 200. But there we go. Oh, but little big boy, you oh, I don't know what to do with you. You just proportions are not amazing. Not in a bad way, you just there's a big massive gap in front of your forehead, but we'll leave it for now. And also you as well. I don't know what to do with you guys. What if I put them to the bottom? So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. So third from the bottom. I'll move you. Over here. And I'll move second baby boo over to the bottom as well. Save it. Oh, okay, you come down here. And then save it. There we go, kinda. Oh, these kids have massive space, so this kid's still like thinner. Oh, should I mess around with this even more? And you know what? If I put these two before the last one, it shouldn't take too long. Then put these two before this one as well. Then also got a gap in front of his head, but they're a lot more concise. I actually got 7 kids. I only need 6. Or I could just grab a big baby face. No offense, I think I was gonna get him. Yes. Sorry mate, but you had your chances, but nope. Looking down baby for the win. Why is it still looking up? Come on, why are you so mean? Why can all the babies be smart and just this baby be, to be honest, they look a bit dumb, but let me find a tall baby picture. How tall? This is a bit tall. Possibly. You can be my savior. Tall babies. Tall baby pictures. Oh, this is not half my OCD. That's not baby. That's a grown adult. Is this one? Oh, this looks the same as that one. I can find any tall ones. How about that one? It's got captions. This one doesn't. Save it. Copy it. This. Okay, if this one doesn't work, I'll just leave it. Okay, fair enough. That is annoying, but let me. Might as well have this guy then. He's the tallest and looks funny, I don't know. Anyway, so we got the babies.
Look at that, some beautiful animals here.
These
Now,
pictures all line up.
Flexbox has a great resource,
CSS
obviously
tricks,
from
Flexbox.
CSS Tricks, and this is pretty much all you need. It shows you all the things that Flexbox can do, and as you can see, it allows you to play around with content and shift it around in a very nice way. I'm going to attach this link for you at the end of this video, and you can take a look for yourself. For now, let's learn a few Flexbox properties. We want to define that everything inside of this div is part of Flexbox. It's called container, so let's do container, and within this container...
Okay, shush. Flexbox, can't find it there. Flexbox to resources. Oh no, this is it. Ah, fair enough. I'll leave the baby in there. Enough of the babies. So this is what he was showing us. So Flexbox property is container items. That's a container. These are items. Properties for the parent. Flexbox container. Container display flex or inline flex. This defines a flex container, inline or block depending on the given value. It enables flex containers for all. It enables a flex context for all its direct children. Now that CSS columns have no effect on the flex container. Okay. Lots of information. I might go over that myself. We'll see what he says about needing to read all that, but what he has done, he has gone into styles, styles, and then dot container. Okay.
There we will say that display will be flex. That's how we activate Flexbox. Refresh, and we have a few changes, which is nice, but I don't want to scroll through this. Ideally, I can see everything without scroll.
Oh.
So one thing we want to do, and again, we can look down over here as the suggestion. We see that flex wrap might be something that we want to add. So let's do flex wrap. Do wrap.
So what does flex wrap do? Let's have a look at flex wrap. Flex wrap. Okay, so this is flex actions, rows, flex wrap. By default, flex items will all try to fit onto one line. You can change that and allow the items to wrap as needed with this property in flex wrap. And also dot container, flex wrap, now wrap. Okay. Now wrap, default, all flex items will be in one line. Wrap, flex items will wrap onto multiple lines from top to bottom. Wrap reverse, flex items will wrap onto multiple lines from bottom to top. There are some visual demos of the flex wrap here. Okay, so we're doing flex wrap. Flex, and then wrap, flex wrap, bullet point, and wrap. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, why now the kids are like all to the same side, which is good, brilliant, amazing.
Save and refresh. Okay, that's perfect. So if I make this bigger, you see that everything is wrapping around. Okay.
That's cool. So, oh yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. So, like, changes compared to, oh, getting, look at that, look how responsive that is. That's epic. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's put it back in the middle, so, back there, that shows the kids off. That's not the center now, is it? Now it is. Flex wrap, okay. That's cool.
But I think the content should be centered. It kind of looks weird to having everything to the left over here. So again, we can do something called justify content, and then we can do center.
So if it's like
and refresh. Perfect.
this.
And if we look on the gap.
So we justify center, center. So if it's like that, let's bigging this up. Justify center. Justify content. Flex start, flex end, center, space between, space around, space even there. This defines the alignment along the main axis. It helps distribute extra free space left over when either all the flex items on one line are inflexible or are flexible but have reached their maximum size. It also exerts some control over alignment of items when they overflow the line. Okay, so we have flex start, flex end, flex start, and left, right, center, space around, space even. Okay, so we're gonna kind of understand that. So that's just justify center or content. I mean. Content, and then flex. Don't even need flex, no. Just need center, and then save. From my knowledge, that doesn't look like it's center. Justify center, that's what I've done.
Over here, justify content should be
Content, justify
right.
content.
You can see all the properties that it has. That looks pretty good, and we did that pretty fast. Made a nice little portfolio website already. What else can we add?
So Control S, refresh. What's going on? So if I remove this, and I'm holding, yes, so Control save, nothing happens. If I remove this, save, that does something, but this doesn't. That's not the center, is it? Justify. And then center. Justify content. Let's do end. Alright, let's do right. That should definitely come up as on the right then. But it's not. This is how my guy does it. Justify content, I'll go to the right. space between, space between. Oh, now that's working. Did I write center incorrectly? I don't think I wrote center incorrectly. I bet I did. Where is it? The center. How did I write it? No, let's see. Control C. Send. That's me being a stupid speller. There we go. That does it. Now it should be in the center. Yes, finally. Enough of me being stupid. There we go. Center. Okay. Working on.
Alright. Now that we have this flexible container around our website, let's make the header a little bit prettier than it is now. So that's the H1. We can add an H1 here, and we'll say that the font family is, I like this one. That's save and refresh. Family is, I like this one. That's
okay, so H1, and then font family font. I'm gonna look at the spelling before I mess it up.
save and refresh.
Font.
Ooh, I like that one. Font size, let's make it a little bit bigger. We'll do 3 EM. So if you don't remember what EM is, make sure you check out that video.
Well,
Okay,
this is font select, so let's see. I wrote correctly. But his looks like nice and mine doesn't, which is quite annoying. But anyway, we'll have that for now. I'll probably change that later on. Font size 3 EM. What does EM stand for again? EM and CSS meaning. The EM is simply the font size. Element with 2 inches and font 1 EM thus means 2 inches. That's 1 EM. So, I think what this is trying to say is that 1 EM is 1 EM is like the standard size, and then like 3 EM is just 3 times the size, I think. So 3 EM, that should be 3 times the size of the original one. But then if I'm correct, I've already, so if you change that to 1, does that change? No. Font size. That's 1, 3. Yes, I think that's just something to do with, but it's to do with the sound, but I think it's just going back to the original size.
So if you don't remember what EM is, make sure you check out that video. Okay, so that looks better. Maybe it'll be nice to have a bit of a border as well. So we can do border bottom, because we only want a border on the bottom. And we'll do 2 pixels solid pink. And refresh. Okay, perfect. That looks good, but ideally I want a border just around this. I don't want the entire section, so we can actually just say that for H1 we want the width to be 400 pixels. I save and refresh. Alright, perfect.
Okay. So let's have a look at that. Nice. And then I said, what does he do? Oh, so you can change, sorry, and then he put width. Length. And then he put 400. Well, how much? I don't know. Let me put 400 pixels as well. Let's see how that looks. No, I need it. Let's say probably less than 300. 250. There we go. That's good. I don't know. To be honest with you, it hangs over a bit, and that's not too bad, I guess. What have I done? Oh. This is 3 pixels, but then that changed the position as well. That's cool, anyway.
That looks good. And ideally, this is centered so that the line underneath it is, well, on the left side and right side is equally distributed.
Okay.
So we can do something like text, align, center. And you'll notice here that it's aligned in the center, but not the web page center. It's aligned in the center of the width of 400 pixels. But that looks good. It'll be actually nice to have a border around here as well. So let's add border. We'll have a border around here as well. So let's add border right, 2 pixels solid pink.
So border bottom. So border, so these are just creating like lines to the sides now. Border around 2px solid light blue, light sky blue. Go for it. Good enough. Actually doesn't look too bad.
Save and refresh. Alright, that looks very nice.
Looks like it's got a bit of a 3D effect.
Then the final thing I want to add is I want to have some spacing between these images. So I'm going to add a margin of 10 pixels here. And refresh.
Margin.
Alright, let's take a look at our website right now.
10px.
That looks very, very nice. As you can see, Flexbox is a very easy thing to implement, and it makes your websites look really, really nice, and you can position your content very easily, especially if you have these container-like structures. I want to show you one last resource for Flexbox. Again, this is a tool that you'll see more and more of, and ideally you'll build websites using Flexbox instead of some of the older ways. One way to get really, really good at Flexbox is to play this game, and it's called Flexbox Froggy, I believe. Let's see. And here, you're trying to get the frog onto the leaf. It's a little home. So you can do something like justify, content, flex end, and look at that. You get the frog onto the leaf, and you move on to the next round. I'll leave this for you. It's a really, really good way to learn Flexbox. I think this is probably the best way to do layout in CSS. I'll see you in the next
Oh,
one.
that's cool. Okay, let's give this a go then. Let's give this a go, gamers. So, welcome to Flexbox Froggy, a game where you help Froggy and friends by writing CSS code. Guide this frog to the lily pad on the right by the justify center property, justify content property, which aligns items horizontally and accepts the following values: flex start, flex end, flex center, flex space between, space around. So space between items display with equal space in between them. Flex around, space around items display with equal spacings around them. For example, justify center, flex, and move frog to the right. Okay, so justify content flex content flex and this guy is onto the lily pad. Next one. Yeah, we'll leave these. How many are there? 24, that's not too bad. Okay, so use justify content again to help the frogs to get to their lily pads. Remember that this CSS property align. Put this in. Remember that this CSS property aligns items horizontally and accepts the following values. Okay, so center. Justify shows so to display flex, right? Justify content. This guy. There's space, center, and then all these. Next. Actually, I spelled center correctly, but it's British. That's why the spelling doesn't come correct there. Anyway, so I'm spelling good. It's just coding is American, which is a bit annoying. Help our free folks find their lily pads by using justify content. This time lily pads have lots of space around them. If you find yourself forgetting the possible values of properties, you can hover over the property name to view there. Try hovering over justify content. Okay, so it's hashtag pond and then that and then display flex and then we have justify content, justify content, and then that's spacing space. I'm not feeling this from memory. Space. See the spread? Or equal or something. Space. Even between. Around. I'm trying this around. Around. Yes, get in. Get in, mate. Get in. Let's get a sip. Are they just the same one? I've done this. 9 pounds on the outside. Have drifted to the shore. Breeze is sweeping just right here. Between them. it's just the same one, just Minify content space space around space around so it's the edge, so space between oh, I thought so around gives them actual like equal what? Oh, I can't see, but next I'll go back again. Oh no, here it is. So let's go out some new ones, but let me quickly go back. So flex between equal spacing, so that's equally spaced. Let's actually look at this one. So between that's equal spacing between them. Around as they have equal space around them. And evenly gives them even. Okay. So I thought I used space around. I thought I was using space between, but no. Okay. So now we use align item to help the frogs get to the bottom of the pond. So, what's all the pond? The align items ready and set the following values: flex start, flex end, center, baseline items displayed, baseline of the center, baseline of the center. Where's that? Oh, here it goes. Baseline. Oh, so everything's like in the middle, I think. Kinda, no, that's center. Flex end. Baseline. How does baseline look then? That's for that one. Baseline items are aligned such that their bases align. The bases, but what is the base? Base. It's in the center, but it just looks like it's the center, but it's not. That's strange. Baseline, baseline. Where's the baseline? No clue. Analysis is required, it seems like. Okay, so hashtag pond display flex and then align. Items, align items, and then hoppity, flex and on my property on your other pads. Okay, so I do justify content center daily space. Yeah, that would make space, but it does look a bit wonky like that, not gonna lie. There we go. And then align align items. There we go. Okay, so let's justify content. That is not equal, that's around. Should be around. Justify content. Well, that's flex line. Flex around. Flex. Oh, space around. Space. Oh, flex. Around. Enter. Items. And then end. Oh, there's a name for it. It's like space and no, it's a flex end. Oh, that is flex end. Flex. Okay, next one. Oh, this round you do back to, okay, the phone needs to get in the same order as the little pads. Yes. Flex direction. Find the direction items are placed. Okay, so flex play row. And then, no, not row, I mean reverse. Row. Oh no, but I need the flex direction. Direction. Or reverse, okay. Okay. Column of the using flex direction. Flex direction column no. Get in, so flex direction row reverse, and then justify content by content content flex alright start beginning or justify content flex, I said flex start. define content flex start. Left. Okay, so justify content flex start. This though, maybe because it's reversed, I have to reverse it again, so it means flex send. If it is, then that would be trippy. Oh, okay. It was on the left hand side first, then I flipped it, and then I had to flip it again. Basically, yeah, got it. And the focus find the paths using flex action. Okay, so flex. Flex action. Justify content. Justify. No, it's flex this one there. So that's flex action. Flex direction column justify content and flex and there we go. Okay, so that fixed it, so that's just an activate because the other one was not complete. Okay, good. So flex direction, and that is column. Good. Then justify content around between justify content is between space between space between. I knew it was between, just forgot there was space between. And what? Column. Oh, it's a reverse column. Reverse. There we go. Next one. Palm display. I open the window, but it's not fairly. Okay. Any viewers? No? Good. I'll see. Display flags help the frog find the flags directions. Text align, everything. Okay, so first of all, we need to be in the center, so justify content. Justify content as center. Then we need align tones, align items, and flex, and okay. Then we need flex, direction, row, reverse. That's how you spell reverse, is it? Row, reverse. Row, reverse. Yes. Flex. Here we go. Put a space now, connection line. Okay, so sometimes we're saying the row column is not enough. In these cases, we can apply order to an individual item. So change properties to relative value. Use order property to the order from supporting input. Yellow, order, I got no problem, order, one, one, that's by why, two, three, but that doesn't make any sense. I think that's bugged. It should not work for any of the numbers. -5. -3. It won't. So -1. -3. -3. -10. 1. Oh, okay, so it moves down by or up. Moves up by or down by the value you give it. So if there was 5 frogs, then it would go 2 to the right, basically. Doesn't actually matter, or well, for this one it doesn't matter, I don't think. Okay, so order, and then -3. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing. Order. Yeah. Another property you can apply to individual items is align self. This property accepts the same value as align items and its values. Okay, so align item flex start. Okay, Okay, yellow. South flex and there we go. Not so much left. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so yellow. Order. A million. Or yeah, so well, it's just bigger than the numbers, and then I got South flex and okay, next. Oh no! The folks all squeeze into your iPad sheet. Spread them out using flex wrap, which can accept. Next. Wrap. So it can accept. No wrap everything is fit on the single line. Wrap out the wrap initial line. So let's wrap. That's what we need. And reverse wrap. The initial line is in reverse. In reverse. In reverse. Volume of train. But it could be. Is it reverse? No, ramp. Two lines, do I? So that just needs flipping. I think I could do flex, that's direction, and that's the one we need, direction and flip. Wrap. Yeah, what? Am I stupid? I thought that was... Oh, but the last time I done. Dumbass. Next one. Okay, so next wrap. And then wrap. And then next and this one needs all of these points, and then flex direction needs all these and bottom. No. Next, oh, 4 more to go. Flex flow was created. Wrap. Flex flow. Wrap. So wrap. That's all we need. Because we need to wrap, but we needed to the column. process space all over the buttons that are buried up content determines the spacing to align item terms how okay. Content. Like start. Brilliant. Next one. Action. There we go. Okay, so that's Flexbox. And that's no? No. Colon? No. Yeah. No. Right. Direction. Holy. Colon. And we got content. And that is center. No. Colon. Reverse. There we go. There we go. Reading the frogs. One last time by using this way you have learned. Okay, I accept the challenge, So we got flex direction. And that's no? Flex direction, column. No? Flex direction. Super column. Column. No. Is it because it's not enough? It's not wrong. Besides wrong. Okay. Action. Reverse. Well, I should reverse it, shouldn't it? Call. I just copy it. I might have to locate cheat on the last one. Yeah, but that's how you spell it, flex direction. Oh, this one. no. Oh, we do if there's not being one of them. Oh yeah. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's all it shows. And you know, flash ramp. Ramp. And that is ramp. Can I do a reverse on it? Yeah. And then we got justify content. Content, which is space justify content space between center and yes, and now lastly we got so just our content is the top down. If I was order align content align content reverse between I thought it was justify content, that was supposed to be the minimum side to side one. Justify content, align content order, align item, justify content. That's where we got to send it from. Align item. Okay, so that's it. So we had, so for this one we can have flex and let's say, why am I missing from the last one and what does that do? Nothing. Justify something. Content and then we got align content flex and content. Space between. I thought I put space between, but oh, I put flags. So oh, well, that's an cheap for that one. But I got most of it. I just thought that these two were swapped for some reason. So, align content, that's the one that's from left. Okay. So what have I done? I got hashtag pond, display, flex direction, column reverse, so we made it into columns, but they're reversed, so yellow was here, and the greens were over here. Justify content, so I know we got flex ramp, which is ramp reverse, so these, that was on one line, and the red was on top, and yeah, I think the yellow was on the bottom or something, but basically this red was at the top, so we need to wrap it, but we also need to reverse it. And then we have center, justify center, justify content center, so that made it so that it was in the center. Maybe it's because I reversed it, and that's why. Let me copy all this. So this first one, it's saying justify content center, makes it go to the left side or not the center of the screen, so unlike here basically. But I thought I would make it to the center over here. Let's see. Justify content, flex, and so if I made that into the center, yes, I was right, but it was because of this. Oh, okay, so I'm not stupid then. Basically, I'm not stupid. It was just the fact that because I've done some reversing, that you must have the wrong side basically, or the it was fixed. So justify content is usually for the top one, and align content is usually for these ones. So if it wasn't flipped this many times, this would need to be centered to make these in the center, and this would have to be in space between to make it so this one's on this side, that one's on that side. But because the reverses, that's what happened. So woohoo, she got the frogs. You win. Thank you for mastering. Thanks to your mastery of Flexbox, we were able to help all the frogs to their lily pads. Just look how happy they are. If you found this riveting, be sure to visit Grid Garden, to learn about another powerful feature of CSS layouts. You can also find out names for code clips. This is quite nifty. Flex. Oh. Magic! Flexbox Froggy Pro. This is for pro people. Escaped. So that's the same as this one, but that one actually costs money or something. Not a clue. Anyway. Cascade. That's all. Anyway, this seems quite fun, so I do recommend code code pip. Code pip. It looks like a useful resource, but my mom's calling me. And also my brain's a bit full, so we got this. Well, basically, compared to all the flexes we have learned, we have not done too many. What is it? Where have we even used the flex thing? Oh yeah, flex ramp. So just done flex ramp basically. Justify center. So we used 2 of them, but there's much more that we have learned. But still, quite nifty. Now crack on. So now we've just completed Flexbox. So this is done. This isn't done yet. So we've done all of these. Picture links, Froggy. So we've done it up to Flexbox, which is 55. So we've done from, and we've just nearly done an hour. So we've done it from step 53 to 55. Okay, that's it. Not too many viewers, but couldn't care less, to be honest. At least I'm making progress, and that's all that counts. So we got all sorts of babies for the next episode. Alright then, goodbye.